Hey everyone, it's Michelle with MakingMemoriesWithMichelle.com, and I'm here to tell you that March has come in like a lion here because I just got in from walking the dogs and wow, I mean that wind is brutal. It is fierce, it is cold, and you'd never know you were in the South because yes, it is cold. So give me a minute. I'm really glad to be here with you today. As you can see, we're going to be crafting with the very, very cute Welcome Easter stamp set. I need to grab another light, so give me just a second. Looks like I've got some shadows this morning, and we don't want that. All right, that might help. I'm hoping that it does. Today's crafting is, like I said, we're using the Welcome Easter, and I'm going to be doing 3 cards with you today from this set. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about beginning, casual, and avid stamping. And so we're going to be doing something that is a lot of fun, and I haven't done it for a little while. And we're going to do something for everybody, okay? And I can see that Michelle is here this morning. Good morning, Michelle. It's great to see you. I am looking for comments. I am grabbing my glasses. Oh, there we go. There's Alexandra. Oh, good morning. It's good to see you. I'll see you in a few hours. All right. I'm not sure who else is there because the comments are scrolling up pretty quick. All right. So this stamp set is in the 2020 mini catalog, and it's adorable. It is called Welcome Easter, and it has a couple Easter greetings. But you know, it's cute enough where we can use it for friendship, we can use it for babies, we could just use it all the time. So you love the sheep? Guess what? We're crafting with the sheep today. He's so adorable. All right, so let's get started. All directions will be over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. They may not be up today. Today is a full crafting day with me. I have a business meeting at 10, and then we've got some stuff going on getting ready for retreat. However, it will be up there by tomorrow at the latest, all right? So we're using some nice, calm spring colors. So we have a balmy blue card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11. Again, don't worry about the measurements. I really say them for me so that I know which layer I'm doing. And I have my bone folder, and I'm just going to score that with my bone folder. Yes, indeed. Okay. Breathe. I know I was late, and I apologize. Okay, so for the beginner stamper, you might just have the stamp set, and maybe you have a tuxedo black memento ink pad. Don't throw it around like I do. All right, so I've gone ahead and put my stickers on my little sheep, and he's totes adorbs. I couldn't decide which one to use this morning, so he's the one I grabbed. And I'm going to stamp him first. He's just cute as can be. Okay, and then I'm going to close that so I don't make a mess. I have my Granny Apple Green ink pad. And I like Granny Apple Green because it looks like springtime. Okay, and then there's these little tufts of grass. And I'm just going to add a few right under my sheep. Okay, and you can have it go off the side there a little bit. It just adds a little dimension and depth, and he's very cute on his own. And then while I have my green, my Granny Apple Green out, I have this Sweet Friend stamp that also comes, and I'm going to stamp that right up here. So everything we're doing, we're stamping everything right here on this one piece of 5 by 3 3/4 Whisper White. And then, oh, I did forget, because I love the bees. You know my team name are the Stamping Bees, and this one, so cute, tiny and buzzworthy. All right, so if you're a beginner stamper and you have the stamp set, and you've got some blocks, and you have 2 colors of ink, Tuxedo Black and Granny Apple Green, these are what you need, okay? We could add a little color. Now, when my friend, who's on here right now, so Alexandra, I'm going to pick on you. When Alexandra first came, we did some coloring with the blends, and she goes, oh, I have to have that. So I'm going to take my light Flirty Flamingo, and again, if you have a label maker, go ahead and make some labels so that you can actually read these colors without needing your glasses. Okay, I'm going to take my light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to add just a little color to this little guy. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to add a little nose and some ears. Look at him, he's already like coming to life. Oh my gosh. And then, because you had to have Balmy Blue, you bought both the light and the dark. So I'm going to take the fine tip, which is like a marker tip, and I'm going to color his little bow tie. And this is going to tie in the base, right? And bring those colors together. And then I'm going to take my dark one, and again, I'm using the fine tip, and I'm just going to add just a little contrast, just a little darker on the center, right? Very cute. And then, because you needed something bright, you got light and dark Mango Melody, okay? We're going to color our bee. Now, I'm going to take the light, and again, I don't use these fine tips very much, but these are very delicate. So I'm going to color the wings and the front piece and the back piece. Oops, a little bit more there. And then I'm going to color the middle with my dark one just to add a little contrast, okay? Very cute. We're going to mount that on a piece of basic gray. I didn't use black because it's kind of springy and I wanted it to be a little softer. And I have my snail. Whoopsie. Basic gray, which is 5 1/4 by 4. Glad we're not crafting outside today because everything would just totally blow away. Okay, there's the front of our card. Now, I have another, these are the same dimensions, the basic gray and the whisper white, okay? And I'm gonna put these on the inside. And remember, we don't want any plain inside, so I'm just gonna take this little bee and I'm just going to put it right up here in the corner. So cute. And I might add a little color again, right? Because whoever's gonna get this is gonna be so happy that you took the time to add some color. Okay. It just really makes all the difference. And we're just gonna add this to the inside. Come on, there we go. Go away. I haven't even used any dimensionals yet. Oh my goodness, dimensional backgrounds everywhere. All right, so there's card number 1. Super simple, super fun. Didn't take a lot of time. That's if you have just the basics or if you're in a hurry. I don't see anything wrong with that card. Of course, that's because I made it, right? But very cute, very simple. I'm going to set that aside because I think I can do better. What do you think? You think I can do better than that? Because I have some more toys, so let's get them out, okay? Oh. Sorry. All right, I have another base, 4 1/4 by 11, Balmy Blue. Alexandra, Stampin' Blends are the best. Oh, see? She doesn't mind that I called her on that. All right, this time, let's see. I have a piece here of the basic gray, and I have a piece of balmy blue. So we're going to make this type of layer. Are you ready? Okay. We're going to just adhere this first. The measurements are the same. Basic gray is 5 1/4 by 4, and the balmy blue is 5 by 3 3/4. So I didn't do any 1/8 inches. You know, I usually do. But because I was working with beginner stampers in the beginning, I just decided I'd keep these simple. Okay, so now what I did earlier, I took a piece of balmy blue and I used the layering circle dies. This is one of the scallops, and then this is one of the stitched shape circles. Okay? And I'm going to grab my tuxedo black. We're going to do similar to what we just did. We're going to stamp our little sheep. Oh, he's so cute. Like, I just want to eat him up. And then while I have the black out, I'm going to take my bee, and this time I'm going to stamp my bee on the circle as well. Okay. And then I have a piece of scrap whisper white, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment if I can find it. It's right here in front of me. Okay. And we'll get to that in a minute, but I wanted, while I had the ink out. Then again, Granny Apple Green with the tufts of grass. And here, you know, just stagger it, layer it a little bit, and you can add some more down here. Make it look like he's in a little meadow. Okay? So cute. Oh my gosh, I could eat him up. Okay, now we're going to add the same colors. I have my Flirty Flamingo, light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to add a little nose and some ears. So this is what I would call my casual stamper. Casual stampers are a little above, maybe in the, whoops, totally the wrong color. That would have been a surprise. All right, light and dark, balmy blue. Casual stampers. They may have a die cutting machine. I'm hoping they have a die cutting machine because I used dies on here. They have a few more colors of cardstock, perhaps. They have some dies. They have some embossing folders. Okay, they're building their collection, so to speak, because you know this is a collector's thing, right? Not only do we love to craft and make things for people we love, but wow, right? I mean, this is my collection. Anybody who comes over to my studio is like, oh, this is so cool. Okay? So I'm just checking and making sure I've got everything I need here. All right, we're going to put this little guy on that scallop circle. Okay? Not a lot of coloring. You notice, I think my casual stampers are still building that coloring collection with their blends, and that's okay. I love that idea. All right. Then they also might have a punch or two. And so I'm using the classic label punch. Remember, I stamped that sweet friend, and I'm just going to line that up here. And of course, my casual stamper has both mini dimensionals and full-size ones. So we're going to take some mini dimensionals and we're going to put them on the back of our label. Don't look at my manicure. I don't know what happened. It like totally fell apart this week. Maybe I'll have time to go. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, This is going to go right across the top. Then we're going to take some full-size dimensionals. And this is a big circle, so don't be afraid to use your dimensionals, all right? You don't want this little guy to be sad because he's sagging in the middle. He's too cute. Don't punish him to a perpetual sag. He's too young to sag anyways. Okay? I'm going to put him right down here. And then again, on the inside, I have a piece of Whisper White and Basic Gray, same dimensions, 5 1/4 by 4 and 5 by 3 3/4. Sorry. Apparently, I can't snail and talk at the same time. Oh, I wanted to do another little bee, because really cute, huh? All right, so I'm just going to throw that up there. Oh, sorry about that. Give me a second. By the way, snail refills last week, I don't know if it's still true, I have to check, but last week they were on low inventory, so if you need some, go grab some, okay? If you need some, let me know, and I can help you too. All right. Oh, come on. Slow down. I think it's cold in here. There we go. Actually, I know it's cold in here. All right. Oh, and let's add a little Mango Melody color. Okay, so there's a card for our casual stamper. Let's go back. Beginner, casual. Not bad. They're kind of cute. I actually think they're adorable. So, do you think I could do better? I'll bet I can. Are you ready? Let's play. We're going to start with, you guessed it, a piece of balmy blue in 4 1/4 by 11. Okay? Now, I have some layers. I have Basic Gray, 5 1/4 by 4. Then I have a piece of balmy blue. But look at the difference. This is 5 by 3 3/4, which I embossed with the tufted 3D embossing folder. Okay, so this piece is going to go right on here. Now, here's a hint. Sometimes when you're using some of those 3D embossing folders, you cut your paper and then you run it through, but the embossing, the 3D effect, actually shrinks that paper up just a little bit. So when you go to put it on your page, it seems a little short. Okay, so cut a bigger piece than you need and then emboss it. Then with your bigger piece, then trim it down to size, okay? So that you've got a true size as opposed to it shrinking in the embossing folder, all right? So, you know, I use liquid glue anytime I have an embossing folder or anytime I want to make sure that my layers line up absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to switch now to my liquid glue. And I'm going to get around the edges so that those don't pop up. And then I'll just add a little bit. Don't add a whole lot because then it makes it look wet and like you were using school glue. And that's not what this is about. So we're going to build this layer first and then we'll stamp. Okay, and I'm just making sure that that's not going to go anywhere. Then I have a piece of basic gray, which is 1.5 by 5, and a piece of the designer series paper that comes in all of the colors. These are the color stacks. So this is balmy blue, and it comes out of the subtles stack, and this is 1.25 by 5. So again, because I need to make sure that lines up, I'm going to use my liquid glue. Okay, and just wiggle that until you need it to be where it needs to go. There we go. Okay. Now your Avid stamper has more stuff in their collection, right? So this is some Whisper White twine, and I don't think it comes, I don't think it comes on here. I don't remember how it comes anymore, but this was in my stash, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Now, let's take a glue dot. Ooh, you know what that? Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times. So 3 times. And I've kind of overlapped it a little bit. I need another hand. Okay. Spread that out. Baker's twine is the best, and sometimes I think we go toward the bigger ribbon, but I really like Baker's twine. It adds a nice touch without being overly dramatic. Okay? And then I am going to use some liquid glue. And I'm going to put this right here. And I'm just going to hold that for a minute. I don't want it to pop up from that twine. So I'm just going to sit here and talk to you for a second. The tufted folder. Yes, I love, love, love the tufted folder, Alexandra. Okay, that should be fine. This is going to go on my card base now, okay? Oops. I dropped that on there a little crooked. All right, while that's drying, let's stamp. Again, I have the same circle. This is the stitched shape circle. And I'm going to take, you know what, before we do this, I'm going to clean off the grass. Okay, I don't want it to be in green. Okay. Now, let's stamp our sheep and stamp our bee and stamp our grass. We're going to do it in tuxedo black. And we're going to stamp a meadow, okay? Don't be afraid to stamp that meadow. What else did we need? Oh, how about if we stamp our sentiment again, okay? I'm going to do that again because I don't know if I left myself enough room. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now, because we're avid stampers and we have collected all of the blends, we're going to bring in some more color. All right, so let's take that light flirty flamingo and we're going to add our dark flirty flamingo. Okay, I want to lay down the same color scheme. I've got his nose, I've got his ears. But now take your dark flirty flamingo and just add a little bit of shading there on that line. Okay? Take your balmy blue. We're going to color his tie the same way. First the light. And then the dark. Okay. Now I have light smoky slate. And let's add some color to our sheep. Okay? All the way around. Can you hear the wind? It's going to make my dogs bark. It really is. Do you hear her? Can you hear her? She's growling. So, sorry, it really is just the wind. I'm home alone this morning, can you tell? All right, so we're going to color our sheep with light smoky slate. So these big open concept houses are really good until you're home alone and the dog barks and you can't get to it. Okay? Now, take your dark smoky slate and you're going to first go along where these, you know, kind of the shadowy places. And then with the brush, just use the very tip and the lightest hand, okay? Go around and just outline. This is going to add some dimension to him. And once you see the difference, it's pretty amazing. Okay? And then if you want to blend that, take that light one again, because I got kind of a big outline there. Okay? No worries. Here. Okay. Just take your time if you haven't done this before. Or if you have new pens, this one feels pretty new and it's pretty, oh, I'm going to say that word I hate. Oh, it's pretty juicy. Oh, please don't say that word. Please don't make me say that word. Oh. Okay. And then you can go back and blend it. Huh. Looking better already. Look at that guy. Okay. Now, I have to find it. Here it is. I have light basic black. And you're asking me, isn't black black? Kind of. Let's color his hooves. If you have both dark and light blacks, line them up next to each other and tell me which. Okay? Oh, really, really cute. Okay, I want to color my bee. So again, I have my light and dark Mango Melody. In case you were curious about how to color a bee, we've done a few today. Okay. Granny apple green, dark for my grass. Okay. And I'm really not being very careful. Can you tell? I'm just kind of giving it the impression that I'm outlining it. Okay. And the reason is, now I have my dark crumb cake. And I'm going to come in. And I'm going to fill in. Okay, be careful because you don't really want to blend the grass too much. Otherwise, it's going to be some color that's not a Stampin' Up! Color. Okay, but get the edge. So this might not be a meadow because we don't have enough green grass. Maybe this is a pasture. Okay, and maybe the little animals have been out there munching on the new spring grass. Okay. Now we're almost done, but I have light pool party. And my friends, we're gonna go crazy with this one today because we're going to color the rest of the background. And you saw me. You saw, right? Anybody who teaches kindergarten coloring is gonna say, Michelle, you're not coloring in the same direction. Hello, that's what I love about alcohol markers. When I first got them, I'm like, oh, no line coloring. Look at that. Okay, truly, it's amazing. So we're just going to color the whole thing. Okay, color right over that bee tail. Don't color over the bee. Again, they're blends. Okay. Look at him. Too cute. I have my balmy blue layering circle. And then I have a basic gray layering circle. Oh yeah, go crazy with these dies, okay? That's what they're there for. Layer these babies up. Okay, now I'm going to take some dimensionals and put on the top and the bottom only because you got bumpies in the middle. Let's make sure I've got it going the right direction. Whoops. He's going to go right here. Take your classic label punch one more time. Line it up. And then I have a piece of the basic gray, and we're going to punch another label out. And grab those mini dimensionals, because we're going to just line this up ever so slightly off center. Slide it off the table if you have to. And your dimensionals are going to be the glue to anchor that down, okay? And then add one or two in the middle here. Or maybe one more. Come on. Okay. I'm going to put this right up here. Then I'm going to take a length of my baker's twine. Sorry, I'm making a noise. And I have two pieces, and now I'm going to tie a bow, a double bow, excuse me. trim my ends off. Pick up that glue dot, and I'm just going to put it right here. Okay. Then again, for the inside, I'll stamp my little bee. Oh, I'll use this because I don't know where my snail disappeared to. And then, whoops, sorry about that. Just give him a little color. I don't have the heat on because it makes such a noise. But I think my hands are cold. Okay, we're almost done. Let's get this glued on the inside, okay? And there you go. Oh my goodness. I've had a blast crafting with you this morning. So we had a beginner card that I think would be cute, and I would love to receive something like this because it's handmade and I know the effort that you put into it. Then I had a casual card for someone who has just a few more pieces from Stampin' Up. And then I have an Avid card. All 3 cards came from the Welcome Easter stamp set, which I'll be featuring all week long over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below so I know which one you liked best, and I wish you a very happy, windy March day. Go out and be crafty. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.